A good audio conveys information. Great audio relays facts while adding details and texture. This detail can emerge from all sound types, but especially natural sound. It can be tempting to add music to every production since it's such a powerful mode of communication. Therein lies the problem. Picking a track that evokes the right emotion is a subjective undertaking. Furthermore, the same music can strike people in very different ways. Recording audio interview. To record an interview, you need a camera and a microphone. Invest a little time to plan and prepare your voice contribution. Decide where to record an audio interview and avoid background noises as much as possible. Prepare beforehand, make sure that the place is suitable for an interview. Ask some questions before starting a recording. Begin recording and then ask the most important questions again. Before you start your interview, let the people you are interviewing know about some few things, like what is the story, who is the audience, how long is the interview, what kinds of questions you will be asking, how much editing will be done, so that the interviewing can have long pauses and help them to relax. When interviewing, try to use non-verbal cues instead of giving expression like "really?" Non-verbal cues can be nodding and smiling. This is to encourage your subject to keep talking. Remember, when subject is talking, please to keep quiet. Deciding which one is right for you starts with basic question. How much can you afford to spend? You can find inexpensive devices as long as you can transfer the files from your recorder to your computer and be able to edit it. Once a recording has been made, it needs to be edited. The basic sound editing operations that most multimedia procedures needed are as follows. Multiple tasks. Able to edit and combine multiple tracks and then merge the tracks and export them in a final mix to a single audio file. Trimming is removing dead air or blank space from the front of the recording and unnecessary extra time off. Splicing and assembling. Splicing and assembling using the same tools for trimming. You may want to remove extra noises and assemble back together. Number 4, volume adjustment. If you are trying to assemble 10 different recordings into a single track, there is a little chance that all the segments have the same volume. So you need to do some volume adjustments so that all recordings have the same volume. Number 5, format conversions. In some cases, your digital audio editing software might read a format different from the read by your presentation or authoring program. So you may need to convert the format of the audio file. Number 6, resampling or downsampling. If you have recorded and edited your sound at 16-bit sampling rates but are using lower rates, you must resample or downsample the file. Sampling rate determines the frequency at which samples will be drawn for the recording. Sampling at higher rates captures the higher frequency content of your sound. 7. Equalization. Some programs offer digital equalization capabilities that allows you to modify a recording frequency content so that it sounds brighter or darker. Reversing sound. Another simple manipulation is to reverse all or a portion of a digital audio recording to produce surreal or other effect sounds. Time stretching. Advanced program lets you alter the length of the sound file without changing its pitch. This feature can be very useful, but it may degrade the audio quality. Techniques that can be used. You can use fade, a gradual increase or decrease in level of the audio. For example,
So our next step is we're going to go down to the line on our audio track and we're going to just drag it down. And as you see, the audio now fades way down when I start speaking. Let's listen back to that. A time-lapse involves capturing a series of photos over a period of time.
Crossfading, a mix of fades with one track level increasing while another decreases. Establishing music, the use of song clips to set tone. For example, Seek, smoothly transitioning from one track to another. And transition, connecting different tracks in a way that is smooth and natural. Digital audio formats. A file format determines the application that is to be used for opening a file. There are a list of different file formats and the software can be used for opening specific file. For more information, maybe you can go to this YouTube link. MP3. MP3 is a lossy format, the best known of the digital audio formats. It is a compressed MP3 files play on just about everything in Mac, in PC, iPod, mobile phones and more, and have an MP3 file extension. WAV and AIFF are uncompressed format, completely uncompressed audio files that are high in quality but too large to transfer quickly across the internet. They end in .wav and .aiff. WMA is a lossless format. This is a common format for Windows users. This decompression software was developed by Microsoft as part of its Windows Media Suite format. If possible, you should record in WAV format so your files are uncompressed and therefore the highest quality. You can convert the files to MP3 using Audacity or Jet Audio once they are edited for publishing on the web. You need to worry about this only when recording directly into your computer, not when using a digital recorder. Input mic level. Make sure the software is set to capture data via microphone input. Then find the setting that adjusts the microphone level and set it about 70% of the possible level. This will help you record audio that is neither too quiet or too loud. For both video and audio file, the goal is to record with the highest quality possible and then edit the files before compressing them to publish and distribute them online. Compressing makes the files smaller, so they download faster. If you download and listen to audio on websites, it is probably in a compressed format. You are probably familiar with some of the formats, which is MP3 and Windows Media Audio. It is important to keep file size in mind when editing audio files. From content standpoint, you want to leave only the most important compelling pieces in. Everything else should be removed. This will speed up downloads and streamline the listening experience for your audience.
You used to call me on my cell phone.